Hi, welcome back to 5-Minute Life Hacks. I'm your host, Natalia Ambrosia, coming at you from my bedroom in Los Angeles, California. Today's episode is about quarantine and productivity during quarantine. I have struggled with productivity myself, being self-employed. I manage my own time, and if I don't work, I don't make money. And of course, I have to balance work with social life and personal admin and any other personal projects I want to do. So I can be quite hard on myself, and I often feel like I don't do enough, and I constantly have to remind myself that I do enough. So in this episode, I'm going to give you a quick little trick on being okay with whatever you're producing, because we're living through a pandemic. This is a collective crisis, and there's an underlying anxiety that we're all feeling. And so it's okay. You are okay. You are doing the best, whatever it is, whether you're being crazy productive and coming up with loads of creative things, or whether you're managing to survive the day. Both of those are fine, I promise you. If you can work on yourself, obviously that's the best. But if it's not possible, that is fine. Some of us, not me, because I am used to working from home and I know how hard it is, even for me who's been doing it for years. I can imagine how hard it is to have to do it during a pandemic when you've never done it before. It's hard to work from home anyway. I know I struggle with it in the sense where I often feel like I get up and it's like 12 and I haven't done anything, and it makes me feel bad about myself. I'm not working on myself, and I'm also not working. So a trick I learned a while back, actually, because I was talking to friends that would complain that they weren't doing enough. For example, my friend Beth called me up one day and was just like, oh, I just feel terrible. I feel like I haven't done enough with my acting. I haven't been going anywhere with it. And I said to her, what are you talking about? In the last year, you've done all these projects. You've inspired me to do this. You've written this. You've done that. You're just having a bad week. You have to remember that. I think you should just write down everything that you've done. And she was like, wow, I didn't even think about that. After I wrote it down, I have done a lot, and then it makes you feel better. So from that point on, I started listening to my own advice, which is, of course, what happens when you're giving out advice. You are often the last one to follow it. I can name like 3 days this week where I've been like, I've done nothing. And just earlier this week, I think I'd gotten up at 7 and it was 12. And I was like, I haven't done anything. What have I done the entire day? I've done 1 hour of work. And then I sat down, I said, okay, write a list of everything that you've done and see if you've only done 1 hour of work. And yeah, while I'd only done an hour of work, I'd also managed to go on Instagram, post on Instagram, go on a run, do a workout, call my grandma, put in a grocery order, blow dry my hair, and do an hour of work. And I was like, wow, those are all things I needed to do, filed under different categories of like personal stuff, admin, social life, self-care, work, my own personal work. And then I realized, wow, you've done a lot. And while some days I may not do as much work, quote unquote, the stuff that pays the bills, it's still the other stuff around it that's giving me the energy to be able to work, because I need to take care of myself. I need to take care of my personal life, my admin, my self-care, in order to be the best worker that I can be. And I'm not going to lie, focus is also down at this time. My life hasn't changed as much. I'm actually working slightly more than normal, but I'm working in the same conditions I was before. And I'm feeling my focus drop and be a little bit fuzzy because of this collective anxiety. But I have to keep reminding myself, it is okay. We are living through a pandemic. You don't have to be at full speed. Even now I'm recording this podcast, and I think I started it like 3 times and I couldn't get it, but it's okay. I'm still doing it. I'm here. It's okay if it doesn't come out as perfect as possible. I'm doing this podcast because I want to share my experience with people and I want to connect with people. And as long as I'm attempting to do that, then that's fine. So to sum up, what you can do is sit down, write a to-done list alongside your to-do list, and be okay with that. Even some days, if you just manage to get up and shower and survive, then you've done it. That's fine. If on other days you manage to work a little bit more, that's great. If you can try and focus, just try to be the best person that you can. But I promise you, once you start writing the list down, you'll realize that you actually do a lot more than you think you do. And also the other stuff counts. Calling your family members, checking in on people, self-care, all of that counts. It's not more important than work or not. I mean, you have to get your work done, but it's still important stuff. So don't beat yourself up. Have a look at the list and celebrate it, because that's productivity, is doing what you can while we're living through this weird, uncertain time. And we're going to get through this together. Let me know what you think about to-done list, if you've tried it, and any other tricks or tips you have. As always, I love hearing from you at Natalia Ambrosia on Instagram. Have a beautiful day. You're wonderful regardless of your productivity. You are amazing. You're doing enough.